5 weeks of my life I won't forget. 6 days a week of hard work, up before sunrise every single day. But also waterfalls, beautiful lakes, and 18-hour ride across the sea. Let's go back to day 1. 170 kilometers to the airport in Prague. Dark at first, then the sky slowly started to turn light. I'd never been to an airport before, everything was new. The signs, the noise, the feeling that in a few hours I would be somewhere completely different. Eurowings, window seat, 2 hours in the air. Now we arrived to Stockholm, then 7 more hours by train heading north. I watched the landscape change outside the window, forests, lakes, fewer and fewer people. By the end, I was almost alone on the train. Sweden. The landscape was incredible. And that's when the work started. They call it summer, didn't feel like it. 10 degrees, rain, more days than not. Most days it was hard physical work, helping out on a construction project up on the slopes. A few days it was wood, small branches by hand. Then big ones with a ratchet strap, dragging them into piles. Some days I was driving a quad bike, hauling gear around. Other days fixing an old car. It was hard work, my hands knew it every night. But the view, every single time, made it worth it. In the evenings, a sauna to rest, a proper meal, and then the same routine day after day. Up at 6, push-ups, ready to go, work until 5:30, rest, repeat. But work wasn't the whole story. Later in this video, the trips, the waterfall, the journey home, so stick around. One Sunday I had nothing planned. A coworker mentioned there was a lake nearby. I followed the path into the forest. A few hundred meters in, there it was. Big, open, completely still. I changed into my swimsuit and went in. Cold, yeah, really cold. After that, I just walked around and exploring. Another day of work, then another, then another. That's how the days went by. Until the next free Sunday came around. So what now? Another trip, of course. This time about 45 minutes by car, then a 6-kilometer hike. The trail was built from wooden planks, laid right over the bog, so you never actually touch the ground. And it was worth every step. Lakes with water so turquoise, it barely looked real. And right next to them a place to just sit and take it in. Then came the waterfalls, big ones. One day I went out for a run, even though I almost talked myself out of it. But the weather was on my side, so I kept climbing up and up again, all the way to Copper Hill, this big hotel up on the mountain. And then I kept going further out onto smaller trails deeper into the nature around it. I have been here for 3.5 weeks now in Sweden, and it's crazy because a lot of work. I work 6 days in a week, so a lot of work, a lot of new experience, but I'm glad for this adventure. And after 12 or 13 days I will go back to Czech Republic, to our farm, film new video for you, and after I will have vacation with my girlfriend. I will be so glad if you can smash like button, subscribe to this channel, and you can write comment. The last few days I wanted to make the most of everything. One evening after work, the weather wasn't great. I went running anyway, this time in a completely different direction. On that run I felt like a winner. Doing nothing would have been so much easier, but I went out anyway, to explore, to keep moving. Moment I don't want to forget. 5 weeks and it's time to go. Not by helicopter, but by car with a friend from work. We stopped at Max Burger on the way, kind of like McDonald's here. I ordered a lot. Somewhere along the road I also tried this healthy drink, about 4 euros. Worth it? We will see. Now we are in Nynäshamn, right at the harbor, an 18-hour ferry, 480 kilometers overnight, with a cabin looking straight out over the sea. But first we drove the car straight onto the ferry. First stop, check into the cabin. Let me show you. Built for 3 people, 1 fold-out bed. It's on bathroom too. Small shower, sink, toilet, everything you need. Then it was up to the deck. First some snack. After that I just went to watch the sea, the sunset. Those moments were unreal. At one point the sea went completely calm, completely empty. All I could hear was the engine roaring underneath. We explored the rest of the ship too. Besides the cabin, there are regular seats, the reclining kind. Some people just sleep in those. 9 decks, a restaurant, even a disco, and a lot more than that. The next morning, breakfast, buffet style. After 18 hours, we reached Poland, the port of Gdańsk. First a slow sail through the harbor, then docking. I really loved this ferry ride, and now back in the car, heading home. None of it happened alone. To everyone who was part of these 5 weeks, the people I work with, the people who show me around, thank you. I will take everything with me.